tweeting about you all night long, calling you his little brother. What have you learned from LeBron that maybe helps you tonight?
Just adversity. You come from different type of neighborhoods and things like that. You grow up in a rough neighborhood, you fight through it.
Hey, Brian, I got you on video again. Sorry, I always call you on video, but how did you nail, really? You told me to take them plus 17.5. They're losing 14-0 in the first quarter. I'm watching Braxton get interviewed here. Then they roll 17-0 in the second quarter. We got them for the game minus 13.5 for our main members. And then, boom! They come back and they roll in the second half, laying the 10 like it's nobody's business. How do you do this?
What we said when we talked earlier, and I basically said this all week long, and actually for months, to take the 8.5 in the first half. 8.5. This is what we did. Gave up the 8.5 in the first half. And said it would be very difficult before the game to tell you that to play Ohio State in the second half, but if it was close, to do that. But actually, when we always talk about the game within the game, John, we gave out before the game the 8.5 at the first half and played Ohio State and the over for the game.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then during the game, played Ohio State again for the second half.
Right. My clients took Ohio State minus 13.5, and then we had the plus 7.5 because we didn't get there early. We're not early. I didn't have them on the early number, obviously. But that 17-point second quarter was amazing.
Well, the deal was, and I've said this all along, and I would just say to your people there that I believe this will be kind of the drill all year long against moderately good opposition. Now, next week they're playing Hawaii. I wouldn't go near that with a 10-foot pole. But I think, we've said, and you know, we were on the radio together, and I've been saying this for literally since they put the numbers up at the end of June, and the props were out there for Ohio State to go unbeaten, that the way to play this team, I think they are going to be this year's Florida State, where teams are going to give them their absolute best shot out of the gate, and then in the second half, Ohio State is going to roll people because they're going to wear them down, and we saw it, that even when they take the starter out, now they bring Barrett in. And
right.
They got Braxton Miller, a former quarterback, playing wide receiver. And this team did that with 4 really good players tonight. So I think everybody will hang with them for a while. And if you remember last year, Florida State, you faded them in the first half, you played them in the second half, and you printed money. I don't necessarily think it's the case next week. I think Hawaii traveling to the main line, Ohio State's home opener, getting 4 really good guys back in the lineup that I think they're just going to flat out freight train them. But down the road here against quality opposition, you take the points in the first half and then be sitting at that computer and ready to play Ohio State in the second half because they will roll people. Here's the thing, even when they get to the point where they want to call the dogs off offensively, you think these other quarterbacks don't want to still try to impress the NFL?
Right, exactly.
So, knock on wood, it really kind of went to plan. And listen, it's a football game. It took that fumbled punt right before the half, really kind of solidified the deal, which made it even, it motivated Ohio State more to come out of the gate. They literally just tilted the field on them. They said, no more messing around.
Exactly. And then, like I said, the average square would have watched that game and go, I'm going to grab the plus 11. And that's why you got to basically have access to the right information and guys that can actually trade these games. When I sent this out to my clientele, I was getting twisted eyes and phone calls. What do you mean? Take Virginia Tech and take Ohio State like I'm out of my mind. So it's funny.
That's the thing. And the funny thing is, you want to be really above board on this because the negative connotation in this industry that's always been out there is that people say, they're giving out both sides. You know,
It's too. There's. It's actually.
And that's archaic, and that ship has sailed.
Well, you know what? You know what? I'll say you're a horse racing handicapper, and I use the analogy as opposed to trading around the stretch they come. The first horse out of the gate is not the horse that usually wins the race. So if you want to use that parallel in first half and second half wagering, it's not always the team that's winning at halftime. Squares get excited when their team has the lead, and then they get upset when their team blows it. But you could make that same parallel when your team, your horse rolls out.
And I do audio analysis with the selection, so I explained the rationale behind it. But I did verbalize, and I said, listen, my plan of attack here is the right out of the gate is to take Virginia Tech in the first half. But ultimately, when push comes to shove, I think Ohio State and the over is actually the play for the game. So, if people are listening and they're on board with what your philosophy was, literally, they cashed 3 tickets before the game was ever played. 3 tickets on the game. And then when we come back out for halftime, actually laid the touchdown, 7.5, I think it was, laid the points with Ohio State in the second half. So you actually cashed 4 bets in the game.
Yeah, your clients did. My clients had 3 plays for. So, like I said, and again, if you guys are watching this video and you want to have access to Brian's early moves, don't give anything out on this video because I know you slipped up on that first video. I'll be on the radio tomorrow. I think you're looking at 4 potential early moves for this upcoming week. Don't give anything out, but you said you already have your eye on 4 potential but not secure early moves.
No, I've already done them. I got 4 college games that I think will move, and 2 NFL games that I think will move. And again, it's kind of being both sides of the counter and being around guys that have done this for a living now. For me, out here for 11 years, I would say that's one of the best things that we bring to the table. Is 9 times out of 10, I would say, we're going to be correct in our assessment of where the money will go, where the line will go. So to bet it early, and I go back to last week, on Monday night, I recorded the audio that the Arizona-Texas-San Antonio game, I thought was a game could go in the 80s, or at least in the 70s, and the total was 52.5. We did the early release. Midweek, Wednesday, and then Thursday especially, that line steamed up to 61. It came back. There was some buyback. I think it closed 59. But when you do the early release, you got your 6.5, 7 points, the best of the number. And believe me, over the course of time, that adds up.
Now listen, I want you to be proud of me. I'm not wearing sunglasses in this video. It might be the first one, but it is midnight, and I am inside. But this might be the rare opportunity.
Are you in your pajamas?
No, I'm not. I'm actually going to light a Victory cigar when I hang up. But I'll see you tomorrow on air live, 1400 a.m., and all shows are archived at sportsbookradio.com. But you'll be on live 11:30 to 1 at 1400 a.m., a new time slot in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada.
Tell everybody, and I just throw this one out there. Everybody is so in love with football. If you've been winning money on baseball,
I had the over in the Orioles game today, and I told my son when they were up 4-1, do not get excited. He was so miserable when the Yankees took the lead.
Today in baseball, we went 3-1. We had the Red Sox plus a quarter against the Blue Jays because Porcello was pitching good. We had the Atlanta-Philly game over with this Williams-Perez kid on the hill. And then we had Texas on the road. They won, but we had Texas and the over. The game stayed under. So we went 3-1 in baseball today. And basically on this Ohio State game, 3-0, and then with the halftime play, 4-0 in that game.
Hey, have you ever seen a team as good as the Atlanta? They're only 0-12 in their last 12. Oh no, they finally won one. They finally won one. So now they're.
Yeah, no, they got the over. The one thing we've done this all year long, and again, yeah, we're all whipped up about football, but don't forget. And I'll tell you right now, I'm sitting here salivating, waiting for hockey. I mean, that's my favorite. That's where you find soft numbers. The one thing that I sit here mystified at all year long is the Phillies pitching is terrible, and the Phillies hit the ball, and they continue to put up 7.5 and 8 on Philadelphia in Major League Baseball. I mean, so when you find some of these opportunities, there's a game tomorrow. There's a total tomorrow that's 7.5 because I think there should have been 9.5. So you find these soft numbers on occasion, and it's funny that baseball actually some things might fall through the cracks now because there's so much focus and work being done in football.
Right, exactly. So, all right, well, I'll see you tomorrow on air. Congratulations. It was a great night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
You got it. Bye-bye. What can I say, guys? First half, second half, game. You want to be an insider or you want to be an outsider? First Monday Night Football game of the season. Not an NFL game. That starts next week. Pick up the phone and make the call. You will be so very glad you did. I'll be live tomorrow on Brian's show. 1400 a.m., 11:30 to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Good day and good luck.